Welcome to Tiny Epic Zombies. I am going to play through this game two-player cooperative today, and today is Friday the 13th. It's October 13th, 2023, so I've got to keep the horror theme going, right? I love horror games, and it is, of all the days to do it, I guess today would be the day to do it. So, if you don't know how to play this game, I'm not going to cover how to play it in just like a big overview video type thing. That takes a lot of time, and I just kind of want to jump into it today. And we will learn as we go. If we don't understand how, I have some fancy little graphics for things, like what to do on your turn, how to do it. I've also spent some time online with the frequently asked questions, because there's quite a bit of things in this game that are just worded a little weird that threw some people for a loop. Now, the big deal here, this game came out, sorry, that took a second, there we go, 2018, so that means this game is about 5 years old now, and I remember it was one of the first Kickstarter games I ever got, and I was super excited for it, and I tell you what, to this day, it remains my favorite Tiny Epic game. I think the runner-up is somewhere between Dungeons and Pirates, and I will tell you this, I haven't played Tiny Epic Zombies in probably 4 years, I really haven't. And I just got through playing Tiny Epic Dungeons, 6 months ago, I played it on the channel here. And I could not tell you how to play Tiny Epic Dungeons very well right now. Like, I really couldn't, and yet I always remember how to play this game. It's that easy, except for there's a couple little things you gotta work out, which I think we're gonna have no problem taking care of here. So, number one thing you have to know is that we are in the mall, right? We are in Echo Ridge Mall. Do I have a fancy little prologue here? I love it. Listen to this. The zombie outbreak has swept across the country, and the dead won't stay dead. Trapped in the Echo Ridge Mall, a small band of humans from all walks of life must save the world. They'll have to keep their heads cool and their guns loaded as they face a wall of undead horror. With some quick thinking and some lucky headshots, they just might fulfill their objectives and get out alive, or end up as lunch. So here's the thing. I love how schlocky this is, right? Like, how ridiculous is it? I love, again, I like this about the Arkham horror games too, where it's like, you're not a soldier and a warrior and a mage, right? You're a waitress, you're a farmer. I love it. And then the fate of the world is put in your hands, and it's great because you start with a knife and a pistol, of course, because you're holed up in the mall. If you've ever seen zombie movies, you realize that some of the cheesy parts is a lot of the fun. So I have already got this all set up. Let's just go through it real quick here and see how this works. So because it's a little difficult to see these cards, I did pull this up for us. So this is a much easier to read map of the mall map I've got in front of me. And one of the amazing things about this game, by the way, is that all of these cards are double-sided. So you just flip these over and you have a whole different mall. You shuffle them up, you have a whole different mall. You flip some, right? You have side 1 and 2 of all of these cards. It's fantastic. You can play this for so long. So here's the layout we have. We're going to play solo mode, right? So I should probably kind of look at that real fast here. You can see solo mode. Oh, did I hit? There it is on the bottom right hand. Solo mode is the same setup as cooperative, except for we're controlling 2 humans. Okay, so cooperative mode is on the right. Look at all the stuff that they put in this little tiny box, by the way. It's incredible. There's so much game here. It is wild. Does it tell you there are 9 objective cards, right? And you play with 3. It's pretty wild because each one also has a competitive side too. It's just, there's so much game in here for $35. And that's $35 is for the deluxe Kickstarter edition too. It's wild. So you can see here, it says setup changes when placing survivor tokens. We're going to play a normal game. So we have 2, oh, I don't even have them out. How funny. I forgot to put them out there. Let me put them out on the board. That's the one thing I didn't have prepared, was the very first piece of setup. So these are survivor tokens. Think of these as like our lives, essentially, right? And then randomly draw a zombie card. That's already done. And these were actually all random, believe it or not, when I pulled these out. So zombie AI turn changes. Now, here's the important thing. We don't have a zombie player in here, right? It's just us here. So when there's a part of the game called check for noise, and if the card does not match the room the player ended their turn in, we only add 1 zombie to both of the 2 colors of the rooms, right? So basically we'll draw a card at the end of our turn, and if it's green and we ended our turn in a blue room, we add 1 zombie to each green room. If it's blue and we ended our turn in our blue room, we would add 2 zombies to each of the 2 blue rooms. Okay, and then I think that we're going to ignore that second part where it says you draw a card and keep it face down in front of you. I'm just going to have this deck of cards here. It works out just fine. So we are, as any good zombie game or movie would be, holed up in the center of the mall here. Here's our barricade strength of 2. Let me pull up the better looking map here so you can see it. The barricade starts at strength 2. When we come back into the barricade, we can actually heal 2 hit points. And I love the names of these places. Look at this one. This is my favorite. There's Depart Mart. I love it. And then the other one, Hordes Collectibles. All of these are fantastic. There's a it's not out here. There's one that's it's not KB Toys. It's some other toy store, like two other initials. It's great. Anyway, I've also flipped over some of the graphics because on the actual card it's upside down, since the card is upside down to us, because you have to put the entrances to the mall, which is like the outside perimeter of the mall, on the outside of your mall map. So some cards wind up upside down. So this graphic I flipped over so we can read it. You can't read the cards. I can't read the cards very well. Oh, and there's not much going on here except for the secret passage, and that's Hordes Collectibles. Now, you can move through walls if they're adjacent in any little way, right? So this room here has 5 rooms, right? You have this central courtyard and then each 4 sides. Every other store, they're called stores, has 3 rooms. And if I start here in the courtyard, I can take one move and come here, and a second move through, maybe there's a hole in the wall or something, right? Thematically, it's whatever we need it to be. It's still adjacent. That's how they printed the cards, okay? And you can see there's all kinds of destroyed stuff, walls, doors, elevator-looking things, all kinds of stuff. So it's awesome. I love having the fancy graphics with these cards so you can see exactly what's going on. So I will pull this up as needed, but for the most part, we're going to be playing out here just like this. And to start, let's take a look at our heroes. We drew the Farmer, who is from the deluxe edition. See the yellow star with the D there? It says, when you are overrun, immediately roll the melee die. You may only take one, you only take 1 damage if you roll damage on the die. We also have the Doctor, whose ability is good as new. Whenever any player repairs the barricade, you may immediately heal 1. That's awesome. The zombie that was chosen was the Teenager, which is funny now that I look at it, because it says when a player is overrun in any room with an entrance symbol, they take an additional damage. So with any luck, our Farmer here might be able to out-tough that damage. So that's pretty cool. Also, you know what? Something else I didn't even show. Let me pull this up so you can see how incredible this is. Here are all of the characters. That's not even it. I have another stack. I have 3 or 4 more cards over there. And on the backs of them are all zombies with special powers. You can play this game. Let's see. Oh, do I have it? Yeah, the modes. Look at all the modes. 3 to 5 players. Cooperative mode versus a zombie player. It's pretty wild. It really is. There's a lot here. And they did a good job with this game. There's just a little tweaks to the rule book to clarify some things would have been a little nicer, but it's all right. We have the FAQ. Now, as far as our objectives, how do you win the game? We have to complete these 3 things. So our first one is discover a cure. So we have 8 ingredient tokens placed out on the mall out here somewhere. And this is wild. Yeah, that's wild. They're all over the place on the outer, oh no, they're not on the outer edge. Okay. And basically, we have to flip these over and put them in order, right? A, B, C, D, D, C, B, and A. And it says find all 8 ingredients in order to complete this task, this objective. This is a cooperative objective here. You can see in the top left, you flip it over, there's a competitive version using the same tokens, different mechanics. It's wild. Okay, so basically we can flip it over, and then if it's an A, we can put it on the board. If it's not, we're supposed to flip it back over so that we forget what it is. I don't like that when it's just me at the table here. I don't like memory games against myself, especially when I'm trying to record and remember all of this stuff. So I'm just going to flip them over, and if I'm wrong, I'm just going to leave it flipped up, but we still have to go back and get it, okay? Our second objective is save the stranded. And again, these were all random, and it's kind of funny because I feel like this is actually a pretty good setup for this game, so it actually might make an easier video. Basically, there's 2 tokens, and so you'll see here that they happen to be close together this time. They're both purple buildings, right? And so we don't know. Oh, crud. Well, I flipped over this one, so let's reshuffle these red ones. So we know that one of these 2 is a zombie, and one of those 2 is the stranded that we have to rescue. And if we get to it, each card has a like success and fail, right? So you can see under success, we advance the little token up to number 2, which is a blue room, and we would then move those 2 tokens after shuffling up to the blue rooms. If we draw the zombie, we get hit by a zombie, which gives us the overrun, which means we take a damage, and then we know that the other token is the stranded, right? And our third objective here, and I love this one. This one to me is so thematic. I don't know why I like it so much. So you saw me accidentally flip over the 2 there. So you can see the tokens there are a 1-1, a 2-2, and then 1 of each color. And basically what we're doing here is we put those on all the exits to the mall, right? Every exit here on the outer edge of each store has one of these little red tokens. And when we flip them over, the first 3 of each are blocked exits. meaning we can't get out of the mall, right? Now, normally, you just complete your objectives and you win the game. In this scenario, because we have escaped the mall here, what we have to do is find the real exit, and it must be completed last, right? So we must go to every outer thing, flip every token, figure out where the exit is, and then we have to complete the other two objectives, and then everybody has to be in that same room. Well, everybody are two characters. So there's that. So our two characters are, again, the farmer and the doctor. The farmer is going to be pink, and orange is going to be our doctor. So I think that's enough with the talking here. We're going to employ my friend Cthulhu here to keep track of whose turn it is. I think we're going to start with the farmer. And just looking at this, it looks very clear to me that a good first move might be to come all the way up here, right? Because there's a lot going on in this corner, and in this game, you only have 26 turns. There are 24 cards that you deal with, and then the human players get one more turn each, and then it's the end of the game, win or lose. These cards are 12 or 13 if you have the deluxe edition, which adds one card, which is so cool. This is the extra card. You get a service dog who can turn into a zombie dog. It's amazing. So hopefully Ted the German Shepherd is in this deck, because this one's harder to go through. This is the supply deck. This is only going to be like weapons, like things that we can equip and utilize, not like bad events or something like that, right? And not stuff required to win the game necessarily. And we can only draw from this deck if we can bring in the supply tokens to draw from the supply deck. So that's going to happen a whole lot less. So I'm just going to put this on here to make sure I don't draw from the wrong deck. So let's go ahead and start with the farmer here. And on a player turn, you must move. Period, point blank. The first thing that you have to do is move. Done. And each turn, you don't get to move 2 times and end your turn. You must play 3 moves, okay? And your move can consist of just moving from one room to an adjacent room. Boom. That's a whole move, right? That's a whole move. That's a whole move. That could be the whole turn for that character, right? But that's not very efficient, is it? So when you move, you then do A, B, and C, and it's not in order. And this is something I did not understand for a very long time. The original draft of this rulebook that got out because of the Kickstarter said in this exact order. That's not the case now. In the actual production rulebook, it does not say in this order. So you can do A, B, and C in any order you want. However, you of course have to adhere to the rules of you cannot pick any tokens up or interact with anything if there's a zombie in the store. And remember, a store is a whole card. So you have to clear 3 rooms in a store before you can actually do that. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. The rulebook, I can see, why it's kind of a bit of a mess, but yeah, it does seem a little strange. So, yeah, just the way it's worded, like you see 1 and 2 and then 2 again on there, right? Like, there's a lot of weird little things here, but okay. Nevertheless, I think we're going to figure it out. I think I have one outstanding question of the rules, and I just don't have to go look for it right this second, and I don't think I'm going to need it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1 space here, 2 spaces here into this room with a zombie. So we've moved 1. We didn't do anything. Now we could shoot into this room and kill this zombie. Ooh, that actually might not be a bad idea, right? Because that prevents us from taking any damage. But the way that you die in this is when your damage meets your bullet. You bleed out is the rule, right? It's called bleeding out. And so or eaten alive, I'm sorry. So you don't want to have that happen, right? So we don't want to use, and it's not all that easy to get ammunition sometimes in this game. So, but it does allow us to immediately flip these 2 tokens. So I think perhaps what we're going to do, we'll just do a melee attack because there's the off chance that we get to roll. We roll really well. So let's see. So we'll go 1, 2, so we'll melee attack, and this die is pretty fair. It's surprising. You only take 1 damage if you roll that. You take 2 damage if you roll this. This is just nothing bad happens, this is nothing bad happens, and this is overkill, where you get to move for free, but you can't pick up the token. So I could move to the next room and kill that zombie. And a melee attack is always successful. So you got to picture, you've got your fry cook sprinting down, jumps up in the air, whack, hits the zombie, and just keeps going, right? You got the athlete character who's just trucking through the mall, wrecking zombies. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We've got, normal kill. I was hoping that it wasn't a normal kill. So this zombie's dead. I was hoping for the overkill. Now, we have a choice here. Do we flip this over or not? I suppose we should since we're here, right? So we can, and my understanding is, oh, how funny. Isn't this the one I accidentally flipped over as a 2? It's still a 2. It doesn't really matter. It truly doesn't matter what that one was because it would be random here anyway. And we still have to end the game there. So my understanding about this is that where it says collect items, right? So we killed one zombie. We didn't have a room ability in there. Room abilities look like this yellow little sprint icon thing over here. So that's a room ability, right? Over there. Or like the police car up here. You can jump in the police car. You can gain a bullet over here, right? That's a room ability. We don't have a room ability in the room we're in. But we do have tokens. And you'll see that it says and or interact with a token and collect items. So, oh, I see. I think I'm just reading this search current store thing wrong. Like this is like a big blown up version of it. It's just in a weird order. I don't know. It's really strange. This rule book maybe leaves a little bit to be clarified. Anyway, we need to flip this token to find out if this is a zombie or if this is the stranded person that we want to save. So let's flip this over. Just my luck, it's a zombie, right? So that's a zombie. So what that means, what that said was we take this over here, and that's this card here, okay? False alarm. The token shows a zombie. Place one zombie into that room. The player is now overrun. Place the zombie onto this card to be used to reset the objective later. So we're going to take a zombie out of our limited pool here. We're going to put a zombie right here, and now we're overrun, which means we take a damage. Now, if you recall, we're country tough. When you are overrun, immediately roll the melee die. So we only take damage if we roll poorly. Now, and again, if you remember, the teenager zombie who is running the show here says when a player is overrun in any room with an entrance symbol, they take an additional damage. We happen to be in a room with an entrance symbol. So we're basically rolling for 0 or 2 damage, and we're taking no damage. Oh, can you see that? Yeah, this is the overkill, so it's going to not show up on the green screen. So we took no damage. That's fantastic, okay? We still have a move, though, right? So we moved twice. We're going to move into here because now we know this is our stranded. So we're going to go here. We're going to melee. And overkill or not, you can choose to not take it. See, in fact, we got the overkill that time, right? So we kill this guy. We have the option to move, but I don't want to. I want to do all of these things. So the first thing we're going to do is flip this. It's a B. It's not an A, so I can't put it on our little card up here because A is where it starts, right? Obviously. So then we're going to flip this. This, of course, is the stranded, so we're going to move this up there on the purple, and now that means we take these two things, we shuffle them up, and we have to put them on the blue buildings now. Now, it looks like, as luck would have it, see, I've already forgotten, our blue buildings are right next to each other again. Are the whole buildings that way? No, the whole mall's not that way, because these two are split. That means these two are split. Okay. So I was going to say, wow, what luck if they're all close together. That happened before. So let's take this now, and this is a green. So we know the game does not end in a green store, which is, what did I say, this one and that one. So we know that to escape it's elsewhere. So that's the end of our turn. So now if we go back to the manual that I botched reading here, we've done those things. There's no items to collect in here yet, but there will be in just a second. Search the current store. So we skip down past the zombie turn. After completing 3 moves, the human flips over the face down card. Now normally, well, not normally, but in a game with a zombie player, these cards are dealt out to you. I'm not doing that. It's just not worth it when I'm sitting here by myself. I have this deck, so I'm just going to draw the card for this guy. And we're in a purple room, and this is a yellow room. This is where we made noise. So you can see, did I say orange? I'm sorry. Ooh, that's some nasty glare today. Let me see if I can turn that away. Okay. So that's an orange one is where the noise was, which means if we go to an orange room down here, there's a zombie in room 1, so we put a zombie in room 2, and the other orange room is up here, so we put a zombie in room 2 because the mall starts with zombies coming in from outside. Now this machete we cannot pick up immediately. This, we searched, we found it in this room. Whoever comes here next, and you'll find that I'm bad at this, has to remember to pick that thing up if they want a machete, and it covers their knife. And then just like one melee item would cover a pistol, and we can carry as many of backpack items as we want. If you take a look at the right, it says hold any number of items, okay? So I think that's the overall gist of the rules, so I think that we should be able to play a little bit smoother and faster here so you can watch us save the day. So let's say, I kind of like the idea of the farmer hitting the perimeter there because if you get caught in these outside rooms, at least the farmer stands a chance of taking 0 damage. Dang, what are we going to do here? Let's go to... Did I put these people? I did. I put the new stranded out here. We should just get on top of this, but I kind of also want to make our barricade stronger because we lose a survivor if our barricade goes down. You can see on the barricade there, right? It starts at 2. It even has a cool... I can't believe it. This is a real wooden piece. This tiny, tiny little thing is a... Look at how big this thing is. It's a real wooden piece, right? That they use for the barricade. And in the same game... You've got this chunky giant motorcycle and a giant cop car. It's incredible. And then a whole slew of plastic weapons to slot into your item meeple there. It's awesome. It is awesome. I really enjoy this game, if you can't tell. Even though I'm not very good at it, I think it's one of the better Tiny Epic games out there and worth every penny of your... I think it's like $23 if you don't get it directly from Gamelin, but you can get the Kickstarter version directly from Gamelin, which comes with 4 extras, players and or zombies, I guess it's the same, and the service dog. All right. Oh, and there's weapons. There's like ninja stars and stuff, and probably something else. Yeah. So definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Okay. So let's go to. So one thing that we can do is we can come down here and grab this. Right. We could go 1, 2, and come in here and kill this guy. That's an option. Let's see here. We could also come over here, go 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I like that. So let's do this. So we're going to come out of here and we're going to go 1 room, 2 room. Now, what's neat about this? Oh yeah, that's not as good as I wanted to, because it's going to cost us a lot of bullets. But well, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't go in there because this is still good as well. But we desperately need to find that A as well. We got to start this because we know where the B is. We know it's up here, right? Because we remembered, because we totally flipped this token over. So maybe we don't go all the way down here. We can do that next turn. So we'll go right here to this blue room. We're going to melee this guy in Depart Mart. He dies, and we take a damage, right? We rolled that, so the doctor takes a single damage, but this guy is dead, and now, while we're in room 1, we can't take these 2 things, but next turn we could go grab them if we wanted to, but now we can flip over these 2 things. So the escape that it is not is room number 1, and you'll notice that each card has a little tiny 1 and a 2 on it, so a good example is right here. See, that's purple 1 and purple 2, and no matter the combination of how you flip the cards, you're never going to wind up with duplicates because of the way that Scott Alms designed it. It's genius. It works out so good. So well. So we know that it's still possible to either be any of the other 3 colored cards because we haven't eliminated the next 1 or 2 yet. All right, so then we're going to flip this, and it's a zombie again. I'm really bad at this. Oh, no. So unfortunately, the doctor's going to take 2 points of damage. Yeah, I should have saved that for the farmer, but he's too far away. And our secret passages, these connect the rooms, right there. It's like... Secret passage is like, have you ever been in the back of a mall? There's some crazy like backroom tunnels there that'll connect places. It's wild. So that was terrible. Let's draw a card and see just how bad. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, how bad this got. So there's a crossbow and it's a green room. So it's a good thing that we are not in a green room, or otherwise we'd be adding 2 zombies per green room. So room 2 is there and room 2 is there. We have to kill some more zombies. Okay. Now, what are we doing here? So let's take a look here. It's the farmer's turn again. And while I can't pick that up because your first thing, you have to move. So if I start in a room with a token, I can't interact with it. I have to move out and back in. And that's kind of a bummer because there is a scenario called Call the CDC where you have to pick up a radio and the radio starts where you guys start and you literally are not allowed to pick it up. You have to run away and come back for it. It is kind of a bummer. So... looking at this mall here, what does the police car say since we're 1 room away from it here? Enter the police car. You may immediately go to a store entrance up to 3 stores away. Oh, and the store I want to get to is 4 stores away. Afterward, leave the vehicle in that room. Any player may use it again in future turns. So, well, that's interesting. Because I want to be here, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4 stores away, and like being here isn't going to help me any. If I go 1, 2, I guess I could come down here and do some damage. Although, you know what? I said that. I'm a liar. I can get over here. It's worth it. So if we go one move, so that's 1 action, and then part of our actions are going to be collect items. C, which is this, right? So you can see that there is a melee item in this room, right? We have the machete that we set here last time, and there's no zombies, so we can pick this machete up and give it to our farmer. If I roll that must be overkill, yeah. If I roll it's green screened out, but that's the green side. In a melee attack, you may use the extra move to move up to 2 rooms. That is awesome. You know what? And today, like I said, it really truly is Friday the 13th, October 13th, 2023. That is very Friday the 13th, the horror movie, right? Very, very Jason-y, and he's got a big machete. That's kind of cool. I really hope I win this now. Okay, so that's part 1 of our actions, right? So you remember we collected items there, right? We didn't kill any zombies, although we could. We could. Check this out. We can spend 1 bullet and shoot into an adjacent room. We could kill this zombie right here. Why not? Okay, now that's all still part of turn number 1. And then there's use a room's ability and or interact with a token. So there's no token where we are, but we can use the ability of the cop car, right? So we can hop on in here. Ooh, is there a machete? I'm going to forget this for the rest of the game, I guarantee it. But there should be. Yes! Yes! Look at this. Yes, there's a machete. That's right. They're all the weapons are in here. Oh, except for ninja stars, probably. Right. Yeah, because they're backpack items, I think. Okay, so we're going to hop in the police car and drive around the outside of the mall, and we're going to go up to 3 buildings away. So we can go 1, 2, we can come over here, 3, right? So it's here. And what does that say? It says, enter the police car. You may immediately go to a store entrance up to 3 stores away entrance, right? And now the vehicle is in that room. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop out, and my understanding is this is now where I am, and I can do other things there, I guess, right? Like I can continue my actions. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if we can not kill a zombie twice. That actually, okay, so you know what? I'm going to take that back. If we can not kill a zombie twice, I don't want to. Because if that is the one thing of that, right? Because we can kill 1 zombie, it says, right? So maybe going over there doesn't allow us to do another kill, but it would allow us to pick up a token in that room. I think that's exactly how that plays. So I'm not going to do that. We're going to jump off the police car, and we're going to kill this guy instead of shooting that guy. And we have, oh, so we're going to take A damage. All right. This zombie is still dead. So that's what? That was 1 move, really. Then we're going to go, we can go over here. We can go 2 moves, and we're going to strike this zombie as well. And you can't shoot. We're going to take another damage. You can't shoot and melee in the same turn, okay? So we were here. We went 1, 2. So we have 1 more move, but we have to deal with all this now, okay? So we have a C. We have a 2, so we know it's going to be a 1 card that gets us out of here. And this must be the girl, so we save the stranded. So now we have to mix these up again. This is kind of a cool objective. I like this saving somebody, and it's tough because you don't know which token is which. So now it's the yellow ones, which are far apart, right? So it's here and up here, which is where we just were. But that's totally cool because we can drive back over there if we wanted to. We can't this turn, by the way. Room abilities, once per whole turn. So I cannot move back in there and take the car, okay? So... Wow, we have... Well, let's do this. Let's move into this room because it's adjacent through here, right? So we can see on our map over at the bottom, right? So I was in this Echo Ridge food cart room number 1. I can, because we came through this little spot where they're connected, I can come through this spot where they're connected into room 3, and we're going to go here, and now we can shoot, though, right? So we can shoot this zombie in this room right here, or that one. It doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm going to shoot this one. Okay, that's the end of our turn. For the farmer, we're going to draw first aid, a blue room. Bummer. We're in a blue room. Okay, so that means that we had 2 zombies to this room, so I guess it's a good thing we were in room 3 and not number 2. Where's the other blue place again? Oh, no! Okay, so room number 1, so that person is going to take 2 damage, right? So 1, 2, the doctor's getting wrecked, and we take... Normally you'd take 1, but remember, we have the teenage zombie here says that we take 2, right? Okay, so we are going to put the first aid item right here, which, you know what, the doctor might have to come in here and pick that up. I desperately need to find A and B now to make it worthwhile to come over here to get C for that thing. So, doctor, wow. Do we risk trying to heal the doctor? The doctor might die. Watch this. Okay, so the doctor, I don't know if it's worth it. How do we deal with this? It's not worth almost dying over. Because so the doctor could totally come in here, kill this guy, move in here, kill this guy, then activate the room ability, which is leftovers, which I roll to possibly heal, and then pick up the first aid kit, but I could also possibly die. So maybe we don't do that. Let's play a little bit smarter here, a little bit safer, right? Because if you die, you flip this card over, and the zombies get a new passive ability against us. We don't want that. By the way, when you're playing, and I didn't mention this, when you're playing against a zombie player, they don't have just passive abilities. They're managing a hand of cards. They're purposefully playing against you, putting out zombie cards in your to you, and they have this, whatever this whole horde thing is here. I've never played with it because I've only ever really played by myself. So let's go. Let's go. Do we have, what do we have? We have, we're full on our, man, this is terrible. I don't know what to do. Well, because I want to kill both of these guys, and there's no fun way to do that. What we could do, man, okay, so let's go 1 room into here. We're going to melee this guy. And take 2 damage. Are you kidding me? I can't believe that. So I was going to say that we melee another zombie, but I don't think that that's... We're going to die if we try, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move here instead for action number 2. We're going to take a single point of damage. We're going to move our bullet down, kill this zombie. So that's action number 2. And then this room is empty now. So we're going to go here, action 3. And while there's nothing to pick up here other than this, like there's no items, at least we have the supplies. It gives the doctor a reason to go back to the barricade. Okay, so the doctor hopefully does not draw a green. That was risky. Okay, so we're going to draw a purple, right? Because if we drew a green, it'd be 1, 2, and the doctor would die, but I kind of didn't have a choice. So there's that, and room 1. And then now we have, this card is cool. So this card allows us to gain more ammunition, right? Gain 1 bullet. That's pretty fantastic, right? It also works for that call to CDC scenario I was just talking about, meaning you can move that ticker up 1, but you have to have the radio with one of your guys. Pretty cool. Okay, back to the farmer. So, I guess we just stick to the plan, right? Let's stick to the plan here. Let's go 1. Flip this over, it's yellow. Boy, those things, I barely touch them, and they pop right over. Okay, so we know it's not a green and not a yellow. So it's not this, it's not that, it's not that, and it's not this. So we know the escape of the mall is up here and up here, or down here and down here. We still do, oh, it's got to be a 1. So we know the escape is either blue 1 or purple 1. So we got to remember this is how we get out. One of those 2 rooms. We don't know just yet. Okay, all right. So that was what, 1 move? Let's go 2 moves. Flip this. There's a C. And then I guess, God, what do we do? What do we do? I guess we go 3 rooms. We shoot and kill this guy. We can't do that because there's still zombies in the store. I guess he could pick this up while he was here. I guess it's worth it. Let's have him pick this up since he was in here, just so that we get the 1 bullet for the farmer. May as well. Because the doctor's leaving this place, so I don't think it's worth leaving it there. All right, so we have... the doctor just died. So we have the Ninja Star, which unfortunately is a green room, which means what happens is we put 1 zombie there, and orange dies. And then where's the other green room again? Up here. So now we're going to put a zombie here, and then that place is full, but according to the zombie turns, you can see in the top right-hand corner, they overflow to the right. They go clockwise, right? So what's going to happen is this zombie is going to wind up down here. Now, unfortunately, our doctor died, meaning what happens is we drop this in the very room we picked it up in. I think you reset in the courtyard. We lose one of these guys. We have a whole thing here to read, I'm sure, that tells us all about it. Yep. So they met up. We took a single damage. They immediately drop all their cards. We removed a survivor token. Yeah. Okay. So what's going to happen now is the doctor is going to add an ability of when a player is eaten alive, 2 zombies are immediately added to that store. Oh, that's terrible, right? So we don't want that to happen again. And now we get to draw a new character who's going to start. I didn't expect that to happen. Here, I thought we would do much better. I really did. All right, so let's see here. Let's draw from the pile. Boy, that's terrible. And so we only get to die really 1 more time, because then if we die after that and there's no more survivors, we lose the game completely. So let's see here. Eyes like you really truly can't see anything. Let's draw. Let's see here. And these are paladin sleeves I have on all of these. They hold up rather well, except for the player cards here. I have, I actually put dragon shield clears on here because they are, I like this game that much. That's a good sign. That's how you can tell when I put dragon sleeves on something. I'm very serious about it. Okay, so here we have a mall cop who I don't have fancy graphics for now because I didn't plan on this happening, of course. It says, if you kill 3 zombies with ranged attack, the 3rd does not cost any bullets. Okay, so, well, it's a lot of shooting, I guess, but we can make that happen. You watch. I can make it happen right now if I had to. In fact, I might. Okay. In fact, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's use his power. If you kill 3 zombies with ranged attacks, the 3rd does not cost any bullets. And then, so eaten alive, remember, is this thing. So if somebody else dies, we're going to add zombies now. Oh, my goodness. Now, that was the end of the farmer's turn, so that's unfortunate for the doctor. But now the orange is the mall cop, who's going to go on a bit of a tear here. So I think we're going to go 1 space, and we're going to shoot this zombie. We're going to go 2 spaces and shoot that zombie. a third space and shoot that zombie. And it says if you kill 3 zombies with range attacks, the third does not cost a bullet. So that guy's kind of free. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. We're going to flip a card. There's nothing. Oh, in that room, it's gain a bullet. Sick. So for 1 bullet, we cleared out some zombies. And it's green. Okay, so it's unfortunate for this guy. But this is a submachine gun. That's pretty sweet, right? Okay, and it's green. So we're going to add 1 zombie to green places, right? So, oh no, it's not a green. This is a green. 3 and green up here. I've got them kind of hidden. Ooh, this is going to overflow into 1 because this is full. So, oh boy, dang it. Well, he's going to have to go murder people with his melee weapon next time. All right, so, gosh. We still haven't found A for this stupid thing. It's got to be, well, there's a lot. There's 5. So let's go 1. And I mean, I guess we just go, God, the shape of this room's terrible. I don't like it at all. We can go 1 and shoot in there, but I just kind of feel like that's wasting a bullet, right? I don't know. Let's just go in there and roll for it, right? That way we save a bullet. We might take damage, and that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want to take any more damage. Okay. Oh, there's a way I can make this work. Okay, so that's 1 action. We're going to move, and we are going to... Ooh, it's overkill, but in our... Remember, we have the machete, so we can move two spaces. So we could wind up... way back over here, but I'm not. I'm going to stop because I want to flip these tokens. So we're going to flip this first. 1. So we know that number 1, so now we know for sure, well, we knew it before, but this means for sure. You have to have this revealed. And this is not the zombie for once. Okay, good deal. So we're going to move the stranded up there. I don't even know where it is. It's on the blue. This was, no, orange. It was on orange, right? So orange is up here. There's the zombies, right? So we're going to mix these up again. Oh, I had them. Man, yeah, you barely tap these things, and they just kind of want to bounce right over. I would love to put these little tiny things in like coin capsules or something, but I don't have coin capsules like small enough, so I don't know what to do. I just live with them and hope I don't mess them up. Green and green. So that's good. We've almost completed one of our 3 objectives. We are nowhere on this one, and we are moving pretty good on this one. Okay, and this is, remember, how we win, right? And if we can't let the zombies overrun us either. We start taking damage there too, so we don't want that to happen. We have completely neglected building up our little barricade here, which is terrible too. So that was action number 1. I came over here, right? So then we could go 2, right? And then 3. These are technically connected, right? So I guess the shape of this room, was not ideal, but it worked out because this happened to be right there. So let's flip this, and it's a B. We still don't have an A? Okay, and I can shoot a zombie in an adjacent room. I'm going to do it. I'm going to kill this zombie just because he's a jerk, and I'm tired of him. So how's that? We're going to draw a card. We have a ninja star in a blue room. So we're not in a blue room, thank goodness. So blue room 2 and blue room 3, and the ninja. Oh, and he ended his turn there, or could have searched in there too. So we're gonna trade a ninja star for a ninja star. They're the same, I think. So he picked up the ninja star. So the ninja star says, I guess I could have used it. Discard this card on your turn to immediately kill a zombie in an adjacent room. That's over and above your gun. So that's cool. All right, Mall Cop, let's see it. So we're going to go up 1 up here. We're going to roll to kill that guy. We're going to go just a normal kill. Just a normal kill. Okay, so this guy's dead. That's action number 1. We're going to flip this over, and we find blue. Oh, so now we don't know it for sure, but now Gamelin World. And I love that all these tiny epic games have a Gamelin, like, the company name tie into it. I think that's so cool. He's just created his own little universe and had fun with it. So that's action, 1? We're also going to pick up the submachine gun, because of course we are. That says, if I perform a ranged attack, you may instead spend 2 bullets to kill 2 zombies in rooms adjacent to you. That's kind of sweet, because isn't his power, right? If you kill 3 zombies with ranged attack, the third doesn't cost any bullets. That might be really nice for him. So that was move 1, 2, and 3. We're going to flip over D. Oh my god. I can't. This is really bad. We needed to start working on this because this game has limited moves and it's just not happening for us. But we're also in the room with a trap here. So taking a look at that, this is so fun. Amps electronic. Oh, I didn't rotate it, so it's kind of hard to read. So it says arm a trap. Basically, there's these 2 little trap tokens. I can put them on any room that doesn't have a zombie in this store or an adjacent store, and immediately when a zombie steps on it, they are killed. So something else to note, I'm going to actually put it on number 1 here. Something else to note is that you can, so if I'm placing zombies, right, which I'm about to do, right, so I'm going to place this zombie. If it happens to go here, and it's orange, and so I have to place 2. Apparently, you don't put 1, kill it, and then put 1 there. You do the whole zombie turn at once. You plop 1 and 2 down, and then 1 dies, and 2 is in room 2. That's, I believe, oh, as we're... Okay, as we're about to see. So zombie number 1 and 2, and 1 gets killed immediately, which disables our trap and goes here. That was just dumb luck. Gotta go fast like Sonic, right? Discard this card on your turn to take up the 2 additional moves. I like it. Okay, so there's that. We're going to go back to the farmer. The farmer has absolutely had it with this not being able to figure out where the stuff is. This is malarkey. I really am not happy with this. So I think what we're going to do... God, I mean, we could finish off the stranded thing, but that's going to happen really soon. We have to get over here anyway. I don't want this to be the girl and then us realize that we messed up and we're too far away to go pick her up easily, and I'm kind of right by it. So I feel like maybe we just go 1, we roll the melee die here, we take a damage, of course. I'm a bad roller, but we kill this guy. We're going to move here and roll to kill this guy. So that's action number 2. We take 2 damage. Uh-oh. 1, 2. Okay, so suddenly stuff has changed. We are way... And we can pick up the supplies. So suddenly I don't like the idea of coming back here. And the reason is if I'm standing on this room and I draw a green card, the farmer has a good chance of dying. And I don't want that to happen. So I think instead we're going to move... 1 space that way as our 3rd action to be kind of out of the way. Oh, do I have a submachine gun for this guy? I totally do. Check this out. Okay, so we're going to draw for the farmer. It is a purple, so we would have been safe, but we had no way to know that, right? We had no way to know that. So purple is there, and purple is, oh, right here. Okay, and a first aid kit. Oh, here's a rule that we haven't run into yet. So when you draw an item and you got to place it somewhere and you're in the courtyard place, you have to choose an adjacent store. So I get to pick of the 4 stores, not the diagonal ones, right? So I get to choose where this goes. And I kind of like the idea of, the farmer's probably going to come back here and he's a little hurt, so I might just slip it right in here. Okay, Mall Cop. So, buddy, what do we do with you now? I can't believe we haven't found A yet. This is absolutely ridiculous. And there's 1 here, 1 here, and 1 there. So you know what? We're going this way. We're going to have to just melee it, I guess, with the Mall Cop. We're going to melee this guy. We're going to take 2 damage. And then what? God, I guess we move again and we melee again. Oh, it's an overkill, so that's good because now we can move over here for free and still roll melee, normal kill. Okay, and that was only, what, 2 moves? Okay, so let's flip this over. So so we know now the exit to this game, we have to be over here, right? So we can mark that as... We know that we all have to be here to escape to win this objective. So we're essentially done, but this can't happen till these are completed. Speaking of... Oh my god, it's the stranded. I'm so lucky. I am. That makes me very happy. I really was not expecting that to happen. So, okay, so I'm going to move this little thing down here. So now we have objective B completed, done. We have saved all 4 stranded. Okay. Now we just have this absolute nightmare to deal with of discovering the cure. I can't believe it. 1, 2, overkill. We can move 1 more time, I guess. So we may as well move. Well, geez. You know what we could do? We could... Interesting. So if we move here, we can gain 1 bullet, right? Then we can use the submachine gun. If you perform a ranged attack, you may instead spend 2 to kill 2 zombies in rooms adjacent to you. So we're going to spend 2 and kill these 2 idiots just like that. We're going to draw a blue There's a blue card. And so blue puts us where? Blue puts us... God, this game is so fun. Right here and right here in 2. Okay, all right. Back to the farmer, who now is going to... Do we run out here and go back? Oh, no, there's not... Oh, that's right. We got the stranded. Yes! You are done, my friend. Okay, so... That's right, the farmer's all jacked up. So we can go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Even though it seems kind of dumb, the farmer is that hurt. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. No, let's do this. So we're going to go 1 space. Watch. Okay, there's a reason. So 1 space, and we heal 2 because we're in the courtyard. So boom, boom, right? Then this guy is also carrying the supplies, which go back here, which also say repair the barricade by 2 and draw the top card of this. It is a crowbar. That's a bummer. So if I remember, I don't think we can carry both of them, and I don't know if I have any item for what to do or any picture for that. I don't think so. But if I remember right, it's... I don't think I can just drop it. I can't remember. I honestly have forgotten. You can drop any item card they have, drop it in the store you're in and place it. If a player is in the courtyard, place the item card beside... I can't remember if you may swap weapons you're carrying with one in the store. So I could drop this and swap it with what I've got. So I have the machete. This'll, you know what? This crowbar's kind of sweet. Look at that. After performing a melee attack, your next move may be to the entrance of an adjacent store. So that might be very helpful since we have to. God, I don't know. I say we just drop this in here, or maybe let's pick it up and see how it goes, and then we'll just drop this. I don't know, out here. So that was 2 moves for us, right? Oh, and now I have a crowbar. It's awesome. It's awesome. Telling you, I should paint these little things, but I have 45-year-old, well, 44 and 13th, 9 days, right? So, or 9 days until 45. So I've got old eyes, and it's hard to paint things this small. I got one more move, right? We started here, we went 1, 2, and so, right, we were here. We were here, weren't we? Oh, I don't remember now. I think we were in this room. We went 1, 2, so we'll come back out 3. I think that's right. I think we started with the stuff. I can't remember now. Oh boy, I did too much talking. All right, let's draw a card, and it is, oh goodness, it is an explosion. So that is orange. So we're still going to put zombies in orange, first of all. I can't believe we haven't drawn an event card. There's 4 of these in here, and there is only this many cards left. So that means we're going to get hit real hard. And then this says, choose 1 weapon or item that you're carrying and remove it from the game, or else take a damage. Now you have to, by the way. This is not optional. So that sucks because we just swapped in the crowbar because I thought it'd be cool. So there goes that. Wow. Ooh, I just lost me a survivor. Okay. Well, dang, farmer. Off to the mall cop. I'll tell you what, I need some water anyway. I'm going to take just a quick break. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. And by the way, I did notice I started right here. So really it was 1, 2, 3, and we can pick this up again. I knew I had a good plan. Smarter than that on 2.5 hours of sleep. So it's been a rough day. All right, so the farmer is done. We're back to the mall cop. Okay, so the mall cop is out here. Oh, okay, so mall cop, number 1, we're moving. We're flipping this. There's an A. Holy smokes, we got one. And we're going to pick this up all as part of A. It says immediately gain 2 bullets, right? So that's that. This is not something you keep. It's just something you get. So that was move number 1. Oh, you know what? And we're still at it. Okay, so that's still move number 1. So we are, I think if we look at the map, those rooms are adjacent. Yeah, see, so I'm in here, tent. So I can do not take a wound if I'm overrun. Oh, that's interesting. I'm adjacent to room 1 and 2 over here, it looks like. These cards get shifted around, so I like having that map too, where I just took the print and play file. Speaking of which, oh my god, I can't believe I forgot to mention this. If you go to, it's probably on the Gameland Games website, I just didn't see it. I also didn't look for it. On Board Game Geek, if you go look up Tiny Epic Zombies, you will see that there is like a print and play like demo version. Yeah, right there, prototype print and play. It's pretty cool. Like if you just want to kind of get your hands on it yourself, it's all like black and white. It only has like 3 characters, you know. But for free can check this out. It's totally awesome that's a thing that Scott Alms did. Okay, so that was move number 1, but we're still going, so we can actually shoot. And again, we have that submachine gun. If you perform a ranged attack, you may instead spend 2 to kill zombies in rooms adjacent. So we're going to spend 2 bullets and kill this guy and this guy, right? We got to keep the number of zombies down, and that's only 1 move. So what we need to get to now is B, right? So then we can go 2. We may as well arm a trap. And then 3, and so that's interesting. So what happens now? If you kill 3 zombies with ranged attacks, the 3rd does not cost any bullets. So, so I guess we can just shoot 1 more for free. Boy, let me see here. I wonder if there's, I don't see a mall copy. Yeah, okay. I was thinking that maybe there was something on the FAQ and I just don't see it. So I think our 3rd one is just going to be to kill, I guess, this guy with a free bullet because I already spent 2, right? I killed, if you kill 3 zombies with ranged attacks, technically I killed 2 zombies before. The 3rd does not cost any bullets. Okay, I think that's legitimate. Okay, so we're going to draw a card in our ever-thinning deck here. Blue rooms. Okay, so... Oh, we don't have a crowbar anymore. I got to get rid of my little crowbar. That's a bummer. All right, blue. Where are you? Room number 3 and room... Uh-oh, so you overflow. Oh, no. Okay, so check this out. So if we go to zombie turn, and then this bottom left blue overflows up, right? It overflows up into here, and guess what? This room is full now too, right? So these are full, so this zombie just goes... It skips the line and goes right into here, which means our barricade takes a hit. Nothing we can do about it. All right, so there is that. Oh, did I not pick up this crap when I ran through it? Hang on. We're going to pick up our machete. Oh, how lucky. And then our this. Ooh, and we have this. The ninja star. We may as well have used that, too, to kill this guy. I forgot. Let's do that so that room is clear, which means we can also pick this up, which gives us 2 bullets. So we're back to full. Yeah. That was... Oh, wait, that was the wrong guy. That was this guy. Now has a machete and the which means you can't use the so that oh no. So wait a minute. So this is here. You're back on 2. That was the wrong character. You can't pick that up. This is you. So you came through here, and there's a zombie here still. Okay, right. So now we have a submachine gun and the machete that the farmer left for us. How nice. All right, we're going to put that on us right there. There we go. Okay, so that was it for the mall cop, I think, right? We put zombies in blue. We hit us here. Right, so now we're off to the farmer. Okay, so we don't have a B, so we can get one here if we can... Oh, this is terrible. We have no way... There's a B and a B, so we know the Bs are out, so I don't know. So can we discern what these 2 are? It must be... Oh, one's a C and one's a D then. Okay, so you know what? Our best bet is to go... This is just suck it up, right? 1... We can go 1... How is that connected? I gotta make sure I'm not cheating here in any weird way. Oh, that room is connected there. I can't get over. I'm trying to figure out how to get way over here. I don't think there's a good way for us to do it, right? So if I come down here, 1, 2, 3, and I can shoot that guy, but that doesn't really do me a whole lot of good. Plus, we've got a problem over here now. Unfortunately, oh, you can take care of B. 1C is here and 1C is here. Okay. So we're going to move 1 space there with the farmer. We're going to attack here. And that's an overkill. Nice. So this guy's dead. We get to move for free into here and fight this guy. Still room, single kill. That's an overkill. Yes. The farmer's pissed. You too. We're going to move into here. And it's still action number 1, right? The farmer is just going on a tear. Another overkill. We may as well just keep it going, right? This is still turn number 1. The farmer is not a happy camper. Oh, and finally took 2 damage. 1, 2. Okay. So that that was all move number 1. Problem is, we be hurt. Oh, wait a minute. And while we were here... Oh, no, we can't. Okay, so that was turn number 1. So turn number 2, we're going to go here. We're going to pick up the healing, right? The first aid kit to heal us for 2. Let's pick it up and immediately discard this card. Okay, and then... God, and we can still do this. You know what? I guess, is it worth the risk? So take a look at the leftovers. So if I roll damage, I take damage, but if I roll anything else, I heal 1. It seems like it's kind of a fun thing to do. So let's just roll for leftovers. Overkill. This die loves me today. So we healed 1 more, so we're going to go from 3 to 2. And then we have 1 more action we can still take. So I feel like we may as well move... let's just move over here to room 3. Reason is I don't want to get overrun, and we're going to flip to yellow for the farmer. So there and here, but this guy gets killed because of the trap. I love it. And then this is going to be in this room, which is great because we now move on to the mall cop, who's way over here, geared to the teeth. This is Paul Blart wrecking house, right? And what Paul Blart can do is, let's see here, we're going to move 1 space. We're going to use the submachine gun. We're going to spend 2 bullets, right? That's going to kill this guy and this guy, right? This is all still 1 move. Then we are going to pick this up to gain those 2 bullets back. Hopefully I didn't screw this up anywhere. Then we're going to pick up B, which goes over here. And that was 1 move. Yeah, I like it. And then we can go move number 2. Is that worth it, though? We need to get to a D. So move number 2, I think, is going to be over here, right? So 2, and then move number 3 will be in here. Or no, I guess up here. Well, God. Yeah, we're going to sit there. I think so. My plan is for C and D to happen, right? Okay, so let's draw for the mall cop. It's a purple. It's a grenade. We are not in those rooms. The grenade is so sweet in this game. It blows up all of the zombies in an entire store, but you might take damage doing it. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so we're going to move on to the farmer who's down here. So now we can pick up C. So we're going to go 1. We're going to pick up C. Do we have a D? Oh, yeah, you're on D. And we need another D. So it could be here or here. So that's 1, 2, 3. And let's just... it's the farmer, so you have no weapons, bro. Oh, you could pick this up while you're in here. May as well do it. We have a golf club. Okay, so the golf club says if I roll a overkill in a melee attack, instead of moving, you may immediately perform a free ranged attack instead of taking an extra move. So we went, what, 1, 2, and then I guess 3. So let's just see what happens with our new golf club weapon. Overkill. Love it. Okay, so you may immediately perform a free ranged attack instead of taking an extra move. So we're going to free range this guy, and then guess what? We're in a room with some stuff. So we're going to pick up supplies number 2. Oh, an A. Okay, so we know that now we got to get over here. That was pretty awesome. All right, but the problem is we got a lot of ground to cover still. Okay, farmer. Blue rooms. Bummer. We're in a blue room. So let's see, where's the other blue room down here? So 1 and 2, and then here we are at 1 and 2. Now, the good news is that we are not... Oh, we could have picked up the crossbow, too. I didn't even see that underneath the police car when I killed everybody. So the crossbow, if you do a range attack, immediately roll the melee die, do not spend a thing. We didn't have to anyway because it was free because of the golf club. So, all right. So... We might take a damage here, right? I don't want to forget about this guy, the zombie, the doctor, but that's going to be a real bad situation. But the teenager says when a player is overrun in any room with an entrance symbol, take an additional. So that's not going to happen, but we are the farmer who is country tough, and it says that we might not take damage from what's happening right now. So either we take a damage or we don't, depending on what we roll here. We take, oh God. It's not 2 damage, it's just 1, but still. Okay. All right, so we took a damage. We played our card. We're going to go on to the mall cop, who's just wrecking house up here, right? We know this is D, so we're going to go 1. We're going to pick up D. We're going to go... Oh, and you can pick up a grenade now. Sweet. Yeah, that's actually super awesome, right? So, and we can set a trap. So we'll do 1, and then we'll do 2... 3. Now we have a couple of options here. We can shoot into that room, or let's so we need DCBA is what we need. So we need, let's clear some zombies. Okay, so we could take the adrenaline and burn the adrenaline, which gives us 2 extra moves. Okay, so we did what? 1, 2, 3. So move, I guess, essentially 1 out of 2 is going to be to use the grenade. And that says when entering a store, we just entered that store, discard this card and kill all the zombies in here. Boom, 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 suckers. And then roll a melee die to see if I take any wounds. We do not take any wounds. Okay, so we still have 1 more action, but while we're here, we can flip this, and it's D. Oh, hey, look at that. And we have 1 more action. And how sweet is this? We can move here, and we can spend 1, 2 bullets with our submachine gun to kill both of these guys. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think that's good. All right, let's see what we draw for the mall cop. Oh no, it's a blue room. We're not in that. That's good. Unfortunately, there's there and there. But it is place 1 additional zombie into this store and discard this card. So a zombie goes into, when it says this store, it's the store the guy is in. That's clarified in the frequently asked questions. Okay, so the mall cop is done. Back to the farmer, who now we need to get C. Can we get there? I don't think so. We can go 1, 2. We're going to heal 2. So we're down to just 1 damage now. But we're going to drop off these 2 things, which say we can heal this from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. There is no 7. But we also get to draw 2 cards out of the thing. Out of the supply deck to see what we've got here. So the farmer, so we can take the fireworks, that we can just straight up take those, right? Discard this card on your turn and take up to 3 zombies from anywhere and place them into any rooms without zombies. That's awesome. And then we have the bazooka. What? After a ranged attack, you must roll the melee die. If you roll a overkill, all zombies in that store are killed. If you roll a damage, take the wounds. What? I mean, I'm so switching this out, right? After this is a deluxe version item. After your ranged attack, you must roll the melee die. If you roll an overkill, all zombies in that store are killed. That's pretty sweet. We can just clear house. Now I've got a farmer with a bazooka. With a bazooka running around a golf club and a bazooka, right? Like, have you guys ever played Dead Rising? Like, I loved that game. The first one, anyway. I loved it. Very reminiscent of that. Okay, so our farmer is. Are you done? I think you were done. No, you went 1, 2. Oh, you have 1 more move. Oh, I did all that and didn't. Okay, well, let's let's say you come out this way. Okay, so we're gonna go the mall cop. Right, because we were here, went 1, 2, and then I'm working my way towards getting these objectives. What else do we still have to do? Oh, that's it, and then we're out of here. Oh, this might be possible, folks. We have this. Okay, so, and I don't want to discard this yet. Not until I have to clear some guys out if I can't. So the mall cop here, boy. So we need C next. You're going towards C. A is way over here. So this is dumb. So let's go. We can go 1, 2, 3. Oh, I don't have my 2 things. So let's go 1, 2, heal 2, 3, and that's it for you. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and wait, we can shoot into that room for a bullet. Ooh, that's costing us a lot of bullets. I'm not gonna. Yes, I am. I'm gonna go 1, 2 bullets, and I'm gonna kill this guy, and technically I can kill that guy as well, because these are adjacent. Okay, so we're going to draw for the mall cop. It's a yellow room. I'm not in a room, which is good, a colored store, right? This guy dies immediately, so I love that trap. And then the other yellow is over here. It hoards electronics. This goes to wherever I want it. Let's put it over here, because we're on our way over there. And then that's it for the mall cop. So back to the farmer, we're gonna go 1. Well, let's go 1, 1, 2, 3. Let's go 1, pick this up. I mean, is it worth it? No. Let's just go 1 to pick up C, 2 to pick up B, and then we go right there. 3, right? Oh, and I have a bazooka now. I definitely want to be carrying this guy around. Look at that. Okay, so now we have the fireworks as well. Discard this card on your turn and take up to 3 zombies from anywhere and place them into rooms without zombies. So I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to take this guy, and we're going to go 1 and 2, and then I'm going to take this guy, and I'm going to put you over here, okay? So that's the fireworks. And that's it for the farmer. We're going to draw a purple room, which unfortunately we're in. All of that was for naught. So we're going to put 1 zombie there, 1 zombie here, and then the other purple room is going to be up here. Oh, I can't believe that happened. And then that's this. So we're just going to slip this in here. Not that it matters so much anymore. So now we're going to go back over to the mall cop, who goes 1 space over, grabs A, completes that objective now. Hot diggity. Now all of our objectives are done. We just have to get here to win. So that was what, 1 move. We may as well pick this up. And then we'll go 2, 3. We're in the thing. So we're gonna heal our last little bit and draw a card. Right? And I can pick that other stuff up too. I can pick up the frequency. And the assault rifle. I kind of like what I've got here. Gain 3 bullets. Okay, so we go from 3 to 6. That was really good, actually. What does the assault rifle do over our submachine gun? You may perform a ranged attack on a zombie up to 2 rooms away. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's drop our submachine gun and switch it out here. So then we went 2, 3, and now 2 rooms away is here and here. So let's... God, is it even worth shooting in there? Yeah, let's just shoot 1, and we'll kill this guy way out here. Okay. We drew a blue. We're not even in a room, so that's okay. We're going to put a blue guy here. I think we got this, you guys. I really do. Where's the blue room? Down here. This is going to overflow up into here. And it goes here, so I don't really care. I'm just going to tuck it under here because it's easy. We're going to go back to the farmer, who's just going to move 1 and melee, and I can't die. Oh, I didn't get to use my bazooka. Ooh, I'm going to take 2 damage. Right? But that guy's dead. We're going to go action number 2. And you know what's going to be fun? How does this work? After a range attack, roll the melee. I cannot die. So I'm going to ranged into here. So we're going to spend the bullet. Now I got to roll this. And I'm hoping to not take damage. I'm hoping for overkill. Oh, it's a nothing. That's too bad. Okay. Wait, how does that work? Was that only 2 moves? It was here, 1, 2, and I have to take a 3rd, so I guess maybe he goes 1. How do you do that? So I guess I can go 1, 2, 3, because I have to take 3 moves. And then this says, yeah, that is kind of weird. Find the real exit and have all players in that room. Must be completed last. Okay, so yeah, I guess that's the only legal way to do that, is if I was here, right? If I go 1 or 1, 2, 3, I guess, right? 1, 2, 3. I have to be on my 3rd turn right there and then draw a card and hope it's not purple. It's purple. Okay, of course it is. So I went from I can't die to, oh my god, we're going to die. So we're going to put 2 more purples in here as well, 1 and 3. Choose 1 weapon or item you're carrying, so I have to lose an item. That's a bummer. Let's just lose the golf club, I guess. Now, the game doesn't actually say anything about there being no zombies in the room I'm in, right? To get out of here, I just have to be there, right? Now escape. Once the real exit tokens are on the card, and after the other 2 objectives have been completed, which they have, all the players must be in that entrance room at the same time to complete this objectives. It doesn't say there's anything about a zombie being there or not. So I could technically just go 1 space, use an assault rifle to shoot it. That cost me a bullet, right? Boom. 1, 2, right? We can melee this guy. It doesn't matter. He dies anyway. I take... Oh, it's an overkill, so great. So I go 1, I shoot. 2, I melee. I don't benefit from my overkill move, and move 3, and we are out at the Gamelin World exit. We can take all this crap, but I don't need any of it. It's a crossbow and a frequency. Yeah, and we completed all those objectives. That one was brutal, and I think it would be insanely difficult trying to play the memory game, unless you had, multiple people at the table, because some people are going to be really good at tracking that. I am not, especially when it's just me, so I have no problems modifying the rules a little bit to remember what I did truly discover. We did save all of this stranded, and we did get jumped by zombies twice. And then the third thing was escape the mall. We found the actual exit pretty early, meaning more that we kind of found all the blocked exits, rather quickly, and then managed to get out. But this game is a ton of fun. It plays super fast. It's super inexpensive as well. Tiny Epic Zombies by Gameland Games. I absolutely love it. It is a blast, and it comes with all this fun little stuff to deal with. These little item meeples here. You can plug in little plastic bazookas, and I mean, there's everything. Look at this. Look at this. What kind of zombie game doesn't have a chainsaw, right? Look at that. Boom, right? You've got a fire axe. All this stuff we didn't see, and we did really well, actually, because that means we had 3, 5, 6, 7 turns left, and we could have found, oh, wow, we had a lot of grenades in this. There was the next zombie event coming up. I guess that would have happened just now, but they wouldn't have killed anybody no matter what. So I don't know if you're supposed to draw. I don't think you have to. I think you just end it. Because it ends in the middle of your turn, I believe. God, I don't know if I have like an end zombie thing, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just it. So yeah, that's it. So meaning of all the stuff that we didn't find, there was a shotgun. You may perform a ranged attack even on a zombie in the same room. How awesome is that? A katana, that's a deluxe weapon there. Look at that. You may re-roll the melee die. Oh, here's the fire axe. There's the dog. If you're overrun before taking wounds, immediately perform a melee attack. That's cool. Here's a better look at the dog for those of you who wanted to read it real fast. An Uzi. After you perform a ranged attack, you may spend 1 additional bullet to move another player from an adjacent room up to 2 rooms away. That's cool. There's the chainsaw. So much fun stuff we didn't even have. A skateboard. On your turn, discard this card to move to go to any room. Oh, wow. More fireworks and more adrenaline. That adrenaline is nice, let me tell you. I like that. So yeah, this game, it's a ton of fun. I would just say that if you read the manual, definitely go read on the Board Game Geek forums to check out the FAQ. There's even a thing in the manual that kind of helps clarify some things. It doesn't really help clarify, but it is a nice list of just like, oh, what does that term refer to? But go to the Board Game Geek forums. You will find yourself looking at this right here. Just go ahead and read this, right? This is whatever it is. There's a Tiny Epic Fact, Tiny Epic Zombies is the URL up there if you can see that. And, go ahead and pull that up. All right, well, that is all there is to it. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching Tiny Epic Zombies. And remember, games are made for everyone's recreation. Take care.